Now, the Olympic swimmer and presenter Becky Adlington has described the support she received after having 2 miscarriages as a lifeline.
Becca found out about her first miscarriage during a routine 12-week scan in 2022. A year later, she had a second miscarriage at 20 weeks and gave birth to her daughter, Harper. She's been speaking to our reporter Graham Satchell about the importance of seeking support.
And just a warning, this film does contain some details that some of you might find distressing.
It does change you. It definitely eats away at you. It's definitely hard to process. You feel guilt that is it something I did? You ask all these questions of yourself. That trauma, it just lives with you and it eats away at you, and it's something that doesn't get easy with time if you just bottle it up and don't talk about it.
Becky Adlington has suffered 2 miscarriages. Her life turned upside down after the triumphs of the Olympic Games.
It was just incredible. There is standout moments, the bus tour in Mansfield, getting my OBE from the Queen, achieving the Olympic success. They're almost pinch me moments that you don't believe have ever happened. You go, were they in a film? Have I dreamt them? Do they exist? And actually they did. And it's just one of those that that happened to me. I'd had 2 very healthy children, very normal pregnancies, completely natural births. So when we got pregnant again, it was okay. I didn't even consider the kind of the danger aspect, or that it wasn't going to go as planned.
Becky was 5 months pregnant when a routine scan found there was no heartbeat. 2 days later, Becky gave birth to her daughter, who she called Harper.
Normally you go through the birth and you get this wonderful, incredible child. So to not have that and to be giving birth to your baby, and you're not going to see them open their eyes, you're not going to hear them cry, you're not going to do these things. It's really hard. But I will say this, the hospital were fantastic. They explained everything. They explained what she was going to look like, because their colouring is a little bit different, and what to expect. They really do prepare you, and that does put your mind at ease. They put a little hat on her, gave her a little blanket, and then came through. And then I did want to see her. My gut told me in that moment, I was like, I absolutely do want to see her. And it's, honestly, I say all the time now, I'm like, I'm so glad I did. I'm really, really glad I did, just to be able to actually see how she was developed and see her little nose and her little hands. And even though it was really difficult, I think I would have regretted that decision if I hadn't seen her. We've got this in blue though. I love the
Becky is meeting Gemma, who miscarried with twins.
People say the bottom of your world kind of just drops out, and it actually did. It felt like we just didn't really know what to do next. These are from a place.
Both Gemma and Becky have been helped by the charity Petals. It gives advice, support and counselling.
The sessions themselves were really hard. We touched on emotions and things that I didn't want to talk about at that point, but it was so beneficial. And actually they were giving us strategies all the time on how to cope. I think some of them are Lauren's.
Petals became our absolute lifeline about just how to process everything, how to just be, and how to move forward, and how to find space that Harper has a place in our family, and how to acknowledge that. It was an incredibly difficult thing to navigate, but with Petals' support we managed to get there.
It's estimated almost 300 women a day suffer miscarriage. It's an extraordinarily common, often unspoken, private tragedy.
Anyone will know somebody, even if you don't know it because they've not shared it. Actually, if you ask the question, to even just probably your inner circle of people, there will be somebody. I've spoken to people that had miscarriages 20 years ago and they are still in the place where they cannot speak about it without falling apart because they didn't get the help and support and they haven't been open about it and they weren't able to find a place for that baby to be in their family. There is now so many more people that need that support that unfortunately are not getting the support that they need.
Becky has a memory box of her daughter Harper, her hospital wristband, photos, handprints. She says her family talk about Harper every day. It is just one of the coping strategies that has helped her through. Graham Satchell, BBC News.